The final game on Sunday then, finishing Brazil 1, Switzerland 1. Brazil took the lead. Great goal from Coutinho. We thought then they were going to kick on. Never really happened.
It didn't happen. Their main man, I thought, had a poor game, Neymar. They played through him a lot, but he didn't do enough. He got fouled many times, but he almost invites the fouls to come in. He didn't play enough 1-2s. Brazil played OK, but they just didn't have that final finish. That last ball wasn't quite good enough. That's why they didn't win the game.
Stevie, you were full of hope for Brazil going into this tournament. How has this affected the course of the month?
I'll be honest, for me, the only reason Brazil didn't win today is because the goal they lost shouldn't have been given. And we would be having a completely different conversation. They didn't play well. They were the best side. They lost their way after they lost the equaliser. But by the end of the game, they were pressing and pressing, and Switzerland were just hanging on for me. So, listen, the only reason they lost this game is because the officials, well, they didn't disallow the goal.
Simple as that? Nothing to worry about?
They missed chances near the end, didn't they, Brazil? But they were the better side, I agree with the lads. They were not at the best, but it was surprising considering the fact that we spoke so much about the referees, the assistants, and of course the VAR technology. It was very surprising that they didn't look at the equaliser, because there was certainly contact, there was certainly a push. Whether it was enough to change the referee's mind, it should have been looked at. And then we could have gone home, fairly happy with the result.
But then after the goal, they just seemed to lose that swagger that little bit, and Switzerland grew in confidence.
Yeah, I was critical of Switzerland going into the game, saying that their midfield didn't have enough energy. Where were they going to counter-attack? But they actually defended quite well. They stopped the balls into the front players. Jesus, in the end, came off. There wasn't not too many balls he had in behind. They weren't able to get it into his feet. And I thought they handled Neymar quite well. And Coutinho scored a magnificent goal, and he found a little bit more space to be the creative player.
It was ideal for Switzerland, the way they played the game. Getting the goal and getting back in the game. The onus was never going to be on them to try and win the game. They were always quite happy. And I think it's generous to say they tried to counter-attack, because really they left one up front,
right,
and let him get on his own.
And Shaqiri didn't bother going back, so he was always in a position where he could
stood
counter.
on a halfway line, and that was as much as the break was. He was either going to go on his own, because nobody else was breaking a gut or breaking the neck to get up and help him. So it suited Switzerland. They're good at it.
Right.
So give them credit for that.
How do you rate Neymar, Mac?
I thought he was really disappointing today. He tried to do too much whenever he got the ball. As Stuart just said, he was trying to initiate the contact himself. He was fouled a lot, yes, but a lot of it is self-inflicted. He has to be a lot quicker with the ball. He has to trust his teammates. He has to pass more and pass the ball quicker more often, because Coutinho was the main man today, and that might be the case as they go through the tournament. It might have to be somebody else to take the onus of the team. They can't rely on Neymar all the time. But firstly, today we didn't look fit, and he's probably not as fit as they want him to be. But I thought he was disappointing. Much
more reaction to this game. Plus, of course, Germany's shock defeat against Mexico on ESPN FC later today, available on ESPN Plus, as it is 7 days a week.